Antonine Plague, 165 to 180 CE. A thriving empire. The Roman Empire, 165 CE. A vast and powerful civilization stretching from the wind-swept shores of Britannia to the bustling bazaars of Alexandria. Under the wise and philosophical rule of Emperor Marcus Aurelius, the empire stood strong and proud. But beneath this golden age, an invisible enemy was about to creep in, a sickness so devastating that it would alter the course of history forever. The source of the plague. Our story begins far from the heart of the empire, on the battlefields of the East. Roman soldiers, fresh from a grueling and hard-won campaign, began their triumphant journey back home. These were battle-hardened warriors who had faced the worst the world could throw at them, or so they thought. Among their treasures of gold, rare spices, and precious artifacts, they unknowingly carried something far more sinister, a silent, invisible enemy. This mysterious illness would first whisper its arrival with a few scattered coughs and fevers, but soon it would roar across the empire, leaving devastation in its wake. The symptoms and early spread. The first signs were alarming: high fevers, severe coughing, vomiting, and skin covered in painful pustules. The soldiers, despite their training and resilience, struggled to push forward. What started as an isolated illness among a few quickly spread through their ranks, leaving entire units weakened. They pressed on, their spirits dampened by the growing dread that swept through their camp like a shadow. Unbeknownst to them, every step they took back toward Rome carried the invisible enemy further into the heart of the empire. As they passed through towns and villages, the disease took hold, infecting local populations and sparking panic. What had started as a soldier's ailment now threatened to engulf the entirety of Roman society in its deadly grip. Chaos in the cities. The plague spread like wildfire through the densely populated cities of the Roman Empire, sparing no one in its path. Once bustling markets became eerily silent, their stalls deserted as merchants fled for safety. Theaters, once filled with the laughter and applause of thousands, stood empty, their doors sealed shut. Homes that had been lively and warm were left abandoned, as entire families succumbed to the disease or sought refuge far from the cities. Fear gripped the population, growing stronger with each passing day. Rumors spread as fast as the sickness itself. Some claimed it was a curse from the gods, while others blamed foreign invaders or strange celestial alignments. Temples overflowed with desperate worshippers, their prayers mingling with the smoke of countless sacrifices, as the empire searched for answers in a time of chaos and despair. Marcus Aurelius's leadership. Amid the chaos, Emperor Marcus Aurelius took it upon himself to lead with unwavering determination. Despite the personal loss of close family members to the plague, he remained steadfast, understanding that the empire needed guidance in its darkest hour. In his private moments, his reflections found a voice in Meditations, a series of writings that revealed the depth of his philosophical outlook and inner strength. He urged the empire to endure, emphasizing resilience and unity. Marcus Aurelius was not merely a ruler. He was a philosopher king who reminded his people that, even amidst despair, their collective spirit could prevail. His leadership extended beyond strategy and governance. He became a symbol of hope for a population that desperately needed it. The human cost. Entire villages were wiped out, leaving behind overgrown fields and homes that stood as silent memorials to the lives once lived there. The once mighty Roman legions, the backbone of the empire's strength, were reduced in numbers and morale as soldiers fell victim to the disease. Their absence on the battlefield weakened Rome's defenses, and the empire struggled to maintain order. Families were shattered, with children orphaned and communities torn apart. The plague's relentless grip claimed nearly 5 million lives, leaving a deep and unhealable scar on Roman society. Yet amid the despair, glimpses of humanity's resilience shone through. Neighbors cared for the sick, priests offered solace, and even as the pyres burned day and night, stories of kindness and sacrifice emerged. The toll was unimaginable, but the spirit of the Roman people, though battered, refused to be extinguished. Religious and social reactions. Desperation led people to seek divine answers. Temples overflowed with worshippers offering sacrifices. But fear also bred blame. Christians were accused of angering the gods, leading to new waves of persecution. Secret gatherings became places of solace, where small groups found faith in the midst of despair. These moments of fear and faith would shape the future of Rome, recovery and legacy. After nearly 20 years, the Antonine Plague began to subside. The empire was forever changed, its population reduced, its economy weakened, but its spirit of resilience unbroken. Cities slowly repopulated, markets reopened, and the rhythms of daily life cautiously resumed. Though the scars of loss remained, the Roman people adapted, finding new ways to sustain their communities. Physicians, having faced an unprecedented crisis, refined their understanding of disease, passing down knowledge that would influence medical practices for centuries. Philosophers, too, reflected on the fragility of life, with Marcus Aurelius's Meditations offering wisdom that would endure through the ages. The lessons learned from the plague would echo through history, shaping not only medicine and governance, but also the very soul of Rome itself. Lessons from history. The Antonine Plague reminds us of humanity's ability to endure even the darkest of times. It left deep scars on the Roman Empire, entire cities weakened, populations devastated, and a once thriving civilization shaken to its core. But amid the suffering, there were also stories of extraordinary resilience, acts of kindness, and unwavering perseverance. The people of Rome did not surrender to despair. Instead, they found ways to rebuild, to adapt, and to learn from their suffering. From the ashes of devastation rose new understandings of medicine, governance, and human endurance. What can we learn from their courage as we face challenges of our own? History teaches us that even in our darkest moments, strength, unity, and wisdom can guide us forward.